Hello my beautiful and amazing people. Welcome back again to Lizzy's Gist World. I greet every single one of you, my wonderful subscribers, my returning viewers, and those who are just discovering this channel today. I truly appreciate the love and support you all continue to show. I hope everyone watching is doing well wherever you are watching from. My people, today's story is something else entirely. The matter we are about to talk about has been trending and many people are already sharing different opinions about it. What happened recently has left so many people shocked because nobody expected things to turn out this way. According to the information circulating, something very dramatic happened after a certain man, who many people refer to as grandfather, received one of the most unexpected pieces of news in his life. As the story goes, when the truth about one of the properties was finally revealed in court, the situation became too overwhelming for him to handle. From what sources are saying, this particular issue has been going on for quite a long time. It involves family property, ownership disputes, and a long legal battle between two sides. One side believes the properties belong to them by right, while the other side has been holding on to them for years. But my people, it seems the truth is slowly coming out. Many people have always said that the only way to deal with certain individuals is to be firm and strict. They believe that if you keep being soft with someone who is always looking for trouble, that person may never change their behavior. According to what people are saying, this grandfather is exactly that type of person. Some people have even said that if he had been confronted strongly earlier, many of these problems would not have escalated to the level they are now. For a long time, Queen's elder brother stayed quiet and tried not to interfere too much. He kept his distance from the whole matter and focused on his own path. He did not try to provoke anyone or create unnecessary conflict. In fact, people say he deliberately avoided stepping into areas that might create more tension. However, despite that peaceful approach, it appears that the other side continued to push the matter further. My people, the issue eventually landed in court, and that is where the real drama started. According to reports, the courtroom atmosphere was extremely intense. Observers said the tension in the room could almost be felt in the air because everyone knew that the judge's decision would determine the future of several properties that were under dispute. One of the main pieces of land involved in the case had been a major source of argument between both sides. For years, it was believed that the property was under the control of grandfather, but recent investigations and documents presented in court began to tell a completely different story. The judge carefully reviewed all the evidence presented by both parties. Lawyers from each side made their arguments, presenting documents, testimonies, and explanations to support their claims. After examining everything thoroughly, the judge finally made a decision. And my people, that decision changed everything. The court ruled that the land in question rightfully belongs to Queen's family. Specifically, the documents were handed over to her elder brother, confirming that the property belongs to him and his siblings. When the announcement was made in court, people say the room became very quiet for a moment. Then suddenly, something unexpected happened. According to those present, grandfather could not handle the news and reportedly collapsed. Yes, my people, that was exactly what people said happened. The shock of losing control over the property seemed to be too much for him at that moment. Some witnesses said people rushed to help him immediately after he fell. Now, this development has sparked a lot of conversation everywhere. Many people are asking questions. Some are wondering how a situation like this could have lasted for so many years without being resolved earlier. Others are questioning how someone could be holding onto property that apparently belongs to another family. As the story continues to unfold, more details are beginning to emerge. Sources say this land is not the only property involved. There are reportedly several other assets that are still being examined and could possibly be returned to their rightful owners. If that happens, it could mean that this legal battle is far from over. Some observers say what we are seeing now is only the beginning of a larger process where properties will gradually be returned to the families they originally belonged to. For Queen's family, this decision represents a major victory. After years of disputes and legal struggles, they are finally beginning to regain what they believe was taken from them unfairly. Many supporters say the judgment proves that patience can eventually lead to justice. However, critics are still raising several questions. One of the biggest questions people keep asking is this: how did such important property documents end up in the hands of someone who was not even related to the original owner? Think about it carefully. People are wondering how a man could give all his land documents to someone who is not from his family, not from his village, not from his local government, and not even from the same state. To many observers, that situation seems very unusual. Because normally, family properties are passed down through relatives or trusted members of the community. So the idea that someone outside the family suddenly ended up controlling these assets has made many people suspicious. Some commentators believe that the original owner might have been influenced or manipulated in some way before making those decisions. Others think there might have been hidden agreements that nobody knew about at the time. Whatever the case may be, the court's ruling has now changed the entire situation. The documents are officially back in the hands of Queen's family. And according to reports, they now have full authority to decide what to do with the property. This means they can manage it, develop it, or use it in any way that benefits their family. For many people watching this story, the situation serves as an important lesson. It shows how unresolved property issues can eventually lead to serious conflicts. It also highlights the importance of proper documentation and transparency when it comes to family assets. Because when things are not clearly documented or properly transferred, disputes like this can arise years later. Another interesting part of this story is how people's opinions are divided. Some people feel sympathy for grandfather because they believe losing property suddenly can be emotionally painful. Others believe that justice has simply taken its course and that the rightful owners deserve to reclaim what belongs to them. Regardless of which side people support, one thing is certain. This story is far from finished. Legal experts say there could still be more developments as additional properties and documents are examined. If more evidence appears, there is a possibility that other assets could also change ownership. For now, the public continues to watch closely as events unfold. Many are waiting to see whether the remaining disputes will be resolved peacefully or if more courtroom battles are ahead. My people, situations like this remind us that truth may take time to reveal itself, but eventually it finds a way to come out. Sometimes it takes years of patience, persistence, and legal processes before justice is finally achieved. And when that moment arrives, it can completely transform the lives of everyone involved. For Queen's family, this moment represents the beginning of a new chapter. For grandfather, it may be a time of reflection and reconsideration of past decisions. As always, it is important to remember that many of the details circulating online are still based on reports and discussions. So we continue to observe the situation as it develops. My lovely viewers, what do you think about this entire situation? Do you believe the court made the right decision? Do you think there is more to the story that people have not yet heard? Or do you feel this is simply a case of justice finally catching up after many years? Please share your thoughts in the comment section because I always enjoy reading your opinions and perspectives. And if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please do so now. Turn on your notification bell so that anytime I bring another interesting update or trending story, you will be among the first to know. Also remember to like this video and share it with your friends so more people can join the conversation. Thank you once again for spending your time here with me on Lizzy's Gist World. Until the next gist, take care of yourselves and stay safe. Bye bye, my amazing people.